interview. Who's the PC? Okay.
Oh,
Totally
sorry
forgot
about
that. Yeah.
That's okay, no worries. And who's the other person? And then you talk about it. Say, well, look, what do you want to get out of it? Oh, well, I want to work with JJ Abrams. Well, go and work with fucking JJ Abrams then. Or yeah, but this job's at home and I get to meet Mads Mikkelsen. You're like, oh, fucking go and work with Mads Mikkelsen then. Like, but it's so mad how you end up forging these different friendships and you go to other sides of the planet because of one single decision. It's kind of mad. And also that because we're freelance, you never know where you're going to be. So
Yeah.
it, just before Christmas, I was expecting to do a TV show here. And then as it went on through January, that changed very quickly. And one of the directors suddenly said he wanted to use someone else. I was like, oh, fuck. I was hanging on to that. So now I'm doing a job in Serbia and I'm off to Belgrade for 4 months.
Amazing.
Wow.
It's just
Nice.
mad. Do you know what I mean? How these
Yeah.
decisions change, and you're not in the master of your own destiny. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like booking a holiday is a nightmare
That's the thing though, 'cause,
because you
like
never.
you'd be used to all that though, because like if it like to
Yeah,
start off with, like you think that oh, when I start getting the calls to go to like Germany, da da da, like oh, this is my job, I'm gonna get used to it. But see, every single time you get like the shot at something big, you're still like that inner kid comes out inside you. I'm speaking like I'm a fucking first DA, but like
no, no,
you know what I
no.
mean?
That's it.
Yeah.
But listen, it's the same in anything. Like it's just really interesting to me, and you learn how to live with that, as you just said. Like it's fun. I can't sit here and say it's not fun because it is.
Mm. No, 100%.
So like
Um,
coming from the kind of dream people you want to work with, like what's your dream actor to like work with as well? It can be dead or alive as well, but like
hmm, I've worked with quite a lot of them. Um, do you know what? The coolest person I've ever met on the planet, the nicest and the coolest, is Brad Pitt.
Nice.
I did Fury with him.
right.
That was a great movie. Like tanks and Shia LaBeouf pulling his own teeth out. Tell you what, he's a fucking unbelievable actor, lads.
No,
I've
100%.
seen him do things with his facial features and things and turn on
Yeah.
emotion and turn it off. Like he's a fucking good actor. He's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Listen, no sympathy. If you act like a dickhead, you're going to get banged.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Chat shit, get
Chat
banged.
shit, get. How did Jamie Vardy say it? Chat shit, get banged. That's what he said, wasn't it? You learn very quickly as a young adult to keep your fucking mouth shut.
Oh yeah.
If someone's been super leery, unless it affects someone in your personal circle,
Mm.
just keep your mouth shut. Let him do
Yeah.
it. Like
Yeah.
doesn't aggression doesn't fix anything. But
No,
yeah, there you go.
100%.
You
Well,
got it served to him.
what would you say your favorite project has been that you've worked on? Because you
Oh,
talked
I knew
about
you were going to ask
like
me that.
projects that you turned down. What's your favorite one? If
Oh,
you
I
could
knew
go
you were
back
going to
and
ask me that.
relive it, what would be your favorite?
Fuck. That's. I knew you were going to ask me that.
You was all
Can I,
prepared.
boys, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many. Fuck, that's really hard. I could give you like five. I give you
Okay.
How about we are
five. Like,
down like to three?
Three,
Three
top three,
let's
choices.
do
top three.
three. Okay, fuck. Okay. Um, okay. The James Bond. This has to be the favorite. I did the opening sequence of Spectre in Mexico City, which,
Yeah.
if you remember that, it's like a big Day of the Dead music street festival.
Yeah.
And then there's a big helicopter fight over the Zocalo Square. It's 15 minutes long. Go back and watch that opening
Yeah,
sequence
it's
again.
amazing.
And basically, there's 2,500 extras, which you don't do those numbers anymore because you have CGI. So that
Yeah.
will never be done again. Not only that, normally if you have those kind of numbers, you're doing something in the desert. You're doing like a Lawrence of Arabia or a Gandhi or something. You're doing it in an open space where you just put up tents and get them ready. We were doing this in the middle of the city,
Hmm.
and you've got to transport 2,000 people from point A where they get changed to point B where the set is. So the whole logistic of that operation, I could talk to you for hours and hours and hours and hours about how we did that and how we did it. But in essence, we found a good space as like a wedding center, exhibition center. We found that and we did structured system where everyone is a number, right? You deal with everyone by numbers, not names, because
Yeah.
Alexander Inarritu, it's just too much. So everyone's just annoyingly becomes a number for 2 weeks, like cattle. And you get them in, you get them food, and everyone calls at the same time. And then you get everyone on the first day, you're like, right, the people that are going to go and get ready first are numbers ending in 1 and 9. And then the people that end with them
It's
one are
that
going to go,
fucking it's that fucking
yay!
bingo hall.
Yeah, but then they run down to go and get ready, and they run down and they get their costume on, and then we had whole queuing systems lined up. Honestly, it was amazing.
It's
If you
like if the
type in
Squid Game
007,
characters played in a bingo hall.
if you type in 007 Spectre Mexico behind the scenes, type that
Mm.
in on YouTube. There's a great little featurette, 3-4 minutes
Yeah.
long, and it shows them going through the queuing system. And then also, one of my finest ideas I've ever had was the problem with getting that many people ready that quickly is you to fill the makeup mirror spaces. You can't see where the mirrors are because there's so many fucking mirrors. You have to have people patrolling. So what we did was I said to the makeup team, said, look, this is going to be the hardest 2 hours of your life. It's going to be hard, and no time for breakfast. It's just you go for 2 hours, and you put a green light when you're available, and then you switch it off, and it becomes a red light when you're busy. So we can see the red lights, and it's like if you go to a snazzy car park, maybe you've seen them where they have green lights above free
Yeah.
spaces. You've seen those. It was like that. I mean, this was 2015, so 11 years ago. And I went to the production manager and said, look, you're going to think I'm fucking mad, but I want to get an electrician to put two light bulbs, one red, one green, on top of each makeup mirror and plumb it all in on a switch. And I said, if you do that, you're going to save yourself tens of thousands in overtime
Yeah.
because I can call them later. And it worked an absolute treat. And the producers came down, like Barbara Broccoli, like the legendary producer came down and was like, what is this system? I was like, well, we did it so we could fill the mirrors quickly to get them out. She was like, that is fucking breathtaking. So I got so much kudos from that. And then I'm so proud of the sequence. Like by the end of it, boys, we were getting 2,500 people ready in like an hour and a half.
Wow,
Like
that's
that's unheard of. It's just
Yeah.
that
I bet you'd
when they
usually
did
take like 10 hours or something, something like
when
that.
they did Apocalypto in Mexico City, which was 5 years before we were there, they were not sleeping. So basically, they would get the crowd ready. It would take like 8 hours to get the crowd ready. Then they go on set for 10 hours. Then they de-rig, and they were just sleeping upstairs on mats like for 3 hours, and then going through it all again.
Fucking
I
hell.
mean, it's mental.
What, is
So
that
look,
system still used, is it?
yeah, listen, it's like it's just they just throw money at it, don't they? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure you could do that now with the world as it is. 15, 20 years ago, you could do that. Just like, yeah, sleep up there. See, you got your calls at 4 o'clock, sort it out.
Yeah.
I don't think you could probably do it now. So that's number one. And also, just to recap on that event, right? That Day of the Dead festival. Obviously, the dead is a thing, but that street carnival thing did not exist. The movie made that up.
Yeah.
And now people flock to Mexico City. They're like, oh, when is the street parade? And they're like, oh, it's not a thing. So now it is a fucking thing. It's a
Wow.
cultural moment. It's a movement that happens in Mexico every year. And they have a fucking street parade with all the dancing skeleton maquettes and stuff like that. And it's now become one of the biggest tourism attractions for Mexico that's ever been. Life imitating art is doesn't even cut it. Like, so super proud to have been a part of that.
You've just made a
That's
national holiday,
amazing.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Think
exactly.
about it.
Yeah.
Neat. Well,
So look, that's the first one.
okay.
Hugo's one I spoke about earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Super proud of Hugo because of the detail and the artistry in the setting of the background and the casting of everyone. Like just a great job. And the other one is probably Rogue One in the Maldives.
Yes. Yes.
I've
That
only
was
seen your basic Star Wars things. I've not seen Rogue One or
But
anything.
no, Rogue One was
Rogue
like
One's the best fucking movie. What are you waiting for?
really.
What?
Personally, I love Revenge of the Sith more because like I just love Star
Well,
Wars. and
Yeah,
lightsabers.
Revenge of the Sith is great because it tells the story. It finalizes how Darth
Yeah.
Vader becomes, right? So,
Exactly.
okay, we should talk about that because I was 18.
Fuck's
I'm
sake.
18, and I get a phone call from a guy that I'd met when I was 17 called Eddie Thorne, who's now a first AD
Right.
in Australia. He had been working in London, and we met, and we'd been out for beers and had a good time. He's like, Faraz, mate, I'm coming over. There's a movie, I can't tell you what it's called, but you're going to want to be involved. I was like, okay. And I turn up, again, code name movie, don't know what it is. I turn up and I'm meeting a code named actor, so don't know who it is. And fucking Ewan McGregor gets out the fucking car.
Fuck's sake.
Ewan McGregor gets out the car, meet Ewan, and I get him in, and I'm like, oh my God,
What have I done?
what am I doing? I'm doing fucking
Am
Star
I
Wars.
still drunk?
And he comes in, he gets the beard on, he gets the wig on and all that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, that's Obi-Wan. Oh my God. So I was trying to keep it together. So we didn't, he was in doing rehearsals and fittings and stuff. So we did that. And then I got moved over onto the crowd. So the first day, this is additional photography, right? So they shot the
Yeah.
movie in Australia, and this is additional photography. It was 2 weeks of additional photography in at Shepperton Studios. And on day one, we've got a huge crowd call. I started at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we're getting all these different creatures and crowd in elegant gowns. It's the bit where Anakin runs up, Matt. It's the bit where Anakin runs up the step to go and see Palpatine at the theater.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that bit?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fucking forgettable shot. You just look at it and you see a set of steps. It could be CGI. You'd never know.
Yeah.
Basically, they built this huge set of steps, and he runs up, and there's people gallantly walking out. I've got little people dressed as creatures, and so basically, this is day one, right? And I'm getting all these people up here, and I put them into a shape. I don't know what I'm fucking doing, or who these people are, or what that yellow creature does, or what this little blue guy does. And I'm fucking 18, right? I'm just like wet behind the ears, just
Mhm.
starting out. And I've got George Lucas on the fucking got on the bullhorn. Hey, Fraser, yeah. Okay, so the blue guy, yeah, him, move him, put him up there. Yep, yeah, with the lady in the white, yeah. And he's like directing me in front of the whole crew, and I'm like running up these fucking steps, having a great time. Um, and then we tweak it, we do a take. He's like, okay, yeah, great. Okay, Fraser, just take the two little guys. No, not those two little guys, the other two. Yeah, those two little guys. Take them up a bit and have them walk down. I was like, okay, George. Um, and that was my first day with him. And then he knew my name. So he would always say good morning to me. Hey, morning, Fraser, how's it going? Like, oh, lads, I've even forgotten about that. That was amazing. And
That's
then at the end of that, they reshot some of the dialogue between Anakin and Obi-Wan as he dies in the lava,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fight, the sword fight. They reshot some of that, and I'm like standing there watching uh, Anakin die in the fucking lava.
it's over, Anakin. It's over, Fraser. I've got the high ground.
I've got the high ground. Yeah, it's so yeah. So but Cody, you need to go. What you need to do is
Okay,
watch Andor seasons 1 and 2 because it's a
right,
fucking masterpiece. And my wife worked on it.
right,
Yeah.
okay,
Where's the Andor board? Oh, here it is.
Speak.
That's the Andor. It's called
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim.
Oh yes.
okay.
So that's from my
It's not even really
that
Star
my
Warsy either.
Susie worked on that. And then this helmet is from Rogue One. It's number 8
That's me.
of 50. Look, you look inside it, it's all horrible inside. Look,
Yeah.
it's number 8 of 50.
So that was screen
And
use then.
it was given to Tony Gilroy by Diego Luna.
Yeah.
And Tony Gilroy was not a Star Wars fan at the time and was like, I don't know, what am I going to do with that? And then he gave it to Susie, my wife. So we have
Wow,
it at
Wow.
home. Yeah.
wow. When was the last time you put
And
it on?
it's signed
Thank you, Tony. Pleasure to work. Neat,
Salud, Diego.
neat.
Really good.
When
It's
was
all
the last
right.
time you put it on?
Shall I put it on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go.
that's good.
You've got to twist it on like that and then bend it like that.
If you please, could you say three, two, one, action, action with that on? I
Oh,
actually
fuck's
would
sake.
fuck.
God. All right, hang on. Here we go. Ready? And three, two, one, action.
I
I
fucking
love it.
oh.
So yeah, look, it's a brilliant industry, boys, and some of the memories you get to make are just out of this world. I wish I'd kept a diary.
Absolutely.
Really annoyed that I didn't. Maybe I should start that.
I think you should start it right now. Literally, just write down like what you're doing today, what you're doing tomorrow. Just keep
Matthew and
writing.
Cody. I had a smoothie for breakfast. Matthew and Cody are absolute legends. Live in Blairgowrie. What are the chances? Honestly, I've never been to fucking Blairgowrie in my fucking life, and I was there. I was there on Wednesday.
What do you think of it?
I mean, it's a bleak little service town.
It's a shithole, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't.
No,
I
honestly, see if you were to stay here for like 2 weeks, yeah, it's run by like a group of kids that actually think they're fucking rock solid, and oh mate, I don't even know. Like it's so bad. Like the whole thing here is just drinking alcohol. That's it. That's it.
yeah, but well, look, go skiing up the top. You've got a bit of snow there, lads. Get
No.
your snowboards on.
I know, I know. I'm scared to ski. Like
Um,
I'm scared I'll break my neck.
but look, yeah, then you have to help drive. If you don't like where you're from, you have to drive it because there's plenty of great
Yeah,
places out there,
yeah,
and you
no,
can be
100%.
anywhere. Especially if you're doing YouTube and things like that, you can be anywhere in life.
Yeah, yeah, no,
See the
definitely.
world. You can have it paid for it. So, all I would implore you to have is big dreams, boys, and have belief in yourself that you can do it. Because honestly, you can do anything.
Well, we have got
Definitely.
a massive dream, and it's an important question. So we obviously we're interviewing you, but we also have hopes, and we've planned it for quite a while to interview more and more people, like people that you worked with, like Des and what was it, Des and Daniel Cretton or Daniel Cretton, whatever.
Yeah.
My personal one would be John Bernthal. I'm obsessed with him, quite literally.
Oh, mate,
Um,
he's a legend. I did
I
Fury
know.
with him.
Did you?
He's in
Wow.
Fury, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. That's cool. Well, we have a goal to make it to the red carpet in London for Spider-Man Brand New Day. And we were hoping that maybe you could point us in the right direction or kind of like help us on that track if it's possible.
Do you know what? That whole post-production thing is nothing to do with filmmaking.
Right.
It's PR and
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't even know where to start with it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
sadly don't think I can help you with that at all. What I
That's
would
cool.
say is look at the PR companies in London who do the big events. I mean, it won't necessarily be in London, lad. It's normally like the Odeon in Leicester Square or
Is
something.
it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's where they normally are. But yeah, sadly, lad, I wouldn't even
No,
know where
we'll
to
we'll
begin.
try to get in touch with the people who
Yeah,
who
I'd say just get stuck into it.
yeah.
Do you want to know more about assistant directing then? Should we talk about that? So
Yeah,
I
go
thought
if I
ahead.
tell you
uh,
what an assistant director does, because
We
I've
got
just
time.
go on.
waffled on about me personally, which is not helpful to anybody.
No, that's fine.
Um, so look, assistant direction starts. I've got a script here. Look, you start with a script. You start
Right.
with a script, and you've got 100 pieces of paper. And you break that down. Breaking that down means you put it into a program. Most people use Movie Magic, which is a pretty old bit
Right.
of software. But in essence, you break it in scene one, interior study. Fraser talks on his laptop. Scene two, Cody and Matt sit in a bedroom. They've got a keyboard behind them. They're talking, and you intercut. So that means that props need to have the keyboard. Costume need to have Cody's hat. We need to have Fraser's dressed study, including Star Wars helmet. And you break it all down, right? It's all in the
Yeah.
script. So anything's in the script, you put it into the schedule. You make scene 1 to 100, and then you have it as a story order. And then you can also then you start scheduling it based on the information you have. Well, uh, Cody's not available for the first 2 weeks of the shoot, and Matt has something to do in the middle. So I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. That means that I have to start with these scenes because he's not here. And then we'll do that because that runs in order and that's the same set. And then Matt's got to go away, so let's bring that up, and then that's how you work a schedule out, right?
Mhm.
It's as basic as that, and of course it gets very difficult, and there's lots of different factors from locations or weather or time to build a set or um, actor availability or whatever.
Yeah.
There's so many different things to finding what your schedule is. Once you have that, the assistant director's job is to execute that schedule and to be the glue that holds all of the other departments together, and you share and communicate all of that information out to everyone on a daily basis. So first day of shooting, we're in the study. So I've got to go to hair and makeup to sort my fucking shit barnet out. I probably need a trim. This is my fresh white pressed t-shirt from the costume department, and I would have got ready at about quarter to 10. I would have made myself a smoothie. So props need to have a smoothie, and you get everything ready. So you're there at 10, and you
Yeah.
guys are there at 10. So then this moment happens, and then you shoot till 10 past 11. And then you say, okay, thanks very much. And then we're like, right, next scene, we're going outside and do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's down to me to communicate what you guys need to do, what I need to do. And all you do is apply kind of common sense and to motivate everyone to do everything and keep everyone like a rhythm. As you probably would have seen when you came down to the set,
Hmm.
there's a lot of moving parts and
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, we're going to do this run with a vehicle, hold the vehicles there while I take a genie boom up, get it out the way, and then bring the vehicles back slowly.
There was a
It can
lot of
be
that,
a
like
multi
bringing the tanks back and then redoing it and then the exploding and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's whatever you happen to be doing at the time. If it's vehicles, then you have to reset them to one. If
Hmm.
it's actors talking in a room, you've got to keep it fucking quiet so the actors can perform and
Mhm.
have their time to work it out. And it's about really creating an atmosphere where everyone can feel safe to create
Hmm.
as well as on time and everything else. You're in essence, you're kind of um, you're organizing chaos, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You have to give it a structure. Um, but the most creative things can sometimes come out of chaos too. Sometimes you have to let it go a bit wild, as long as no one's going to get hurt, because that's when you find the shit, you
That's
know.
when you have fun.
Um, which that happened on Rogue One a lot with Gareth Edwards, where you just like leave the camera on. It's like, no, right, quick, run back over there, quick, grab the gun, fucking roll over, and you just get a moment where they panic or something, and in the cut you just see one little snippet of that, but you get a great bit of energy from it. So our job is to basically harness that energy into something structured and keep that big juggernaut on schedule,
Yeah.
which is great fun.
Amazing.
So what role do you have in like the editing part of it then?
Hmm.
So none. So basically, I'm on
None.
very early in the pre-production because everything works backwards from the schedule. So the first city starts quite early with the art department and construction. They're normally the first ones in, and then stunts come in, and then costume come in around the same time as ADs. And do you know what I mean? And you just get going. Makeup come in 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out, something like that. And then you start filming, and then everyone goes together through the filming. And then as we on the last day of filming, I'm done.
Yeah.
They don't need me anymore. And then they'll go and they'll do post-production for months and months.
Yeah.
They'll do a director's cut or a director's assembly. And then the directors will finish and then invariably, well, not always, it depends. Sometimes big studio movies move the directors off or if TV, a director will do a cut for 2 or 3 weeks and then they leave it and the editorial team do it.
Hmm.
If it's someone like Tarantino, he's going to be there till the day it goes to the cinema. Do you know what I mean? Like, so each one's kind of different, but it's not something I'm involved in, sadly.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's cool.
Well, that's great. Thank you for your time. Really
Perfect.
great.
Oh, lads, my pleasure. And listen,
Perfect, man.
just yeah, so nudge me in August
Will do.
and just well done for showing the tenacity to doing a bit of digging. If you're going to be an investigative journalist or whatever it is you're going to do, that's going to be a great skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just keep doing that.
I actually had, well, we both kind of were like, if we do this, we actually thought there was no chance we'd get you because your schedule was going to be, well, we thought originally your schedule was going to be busy with everything. You know, I thought like to myself you were going to be doing Scream 7 and I was like, what the fuck? And then no, we just didn't think we'd get you. And then when you emailed back, we were like, right,
Unbelievable.
okay.
Listen, boys, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Exactly.
My
Exactly.
I have a so my wife is from Dornoch.
Mhm.
Um, so she's a Highlander, right? So she always says to me, "Shy Ben gets nout." Or sorry for doing it in an English accent, but Shy Ben gets newt. Which is I always laugh at that. So
Fuck's
yeah,
sake.
if you don't ask, you don't get, fellas.
No, 100%,
Exactly.
man. That's been brilliant. No, that's been awesome. Like, 100%. Look, well,
Cheers,
last
boys.
question before you go. Is
Yeah,
there
of course.
anything you can tell us, an insider on Spider-Man Brand New Day? Anything you can,
What do you think?
oh, I don't know.
Absolutely no.
Absolutely nothing?
Absolutely not. Of course not.
Jesus. Right,
Especially if it's
okay.
been recorded. You're joking.
No,
I'll never work again.
well.
There's
No, that's
definitely a
fine.
tank.
Well, wait, yeah, we
Yeah,
know
we saw
that.
that was
Yeah,
amazing. It was
There's
really
a
definitely,
cool.
100%.
tank. He flies about a lot. They doubled Glasgow as New York.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's about it, boys. You have to wait and see, won't you?
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
That's fine. We'll be watching anyway, so that's all right. But yeah, no, brilliant.
You have
Well,
to wait for a long time to see my name, boys. But the second
And
unit
we'll
always
save the whole
comes up
time. You
like
usually do
we
anyway.
will, we will, we will.
second unit comes up like 3 days after the credits start rolling, so you have to wait a long time. Just keep some popcorn.
No, that's fine. We'll give you a message and well, we'll keep in touch now and again, and then
Keep in touch, yeah.
yeah, we'll give you a message around about August, and then we'll pop up and see you.
And
So
then, hey Matt, if you want to get into sound down here, I
Yeah.
know all the sound mixers, dude.
there
So
you go.
you
Cool.
got my number.
There
Great.
you
Thank
go,
you.
man. Right,
Great.
awesome, bro. Thanks very much, man.
See you, fellas.
Right, take
Good
care,
luck
Good
with
man.
luck.
it.
Right, cheers.
Bye.
Nice to
Cheers.
meet you.
Thank you. Bye.
That's actually amazing, man. That was actually really good. The guy knows everything now.
I was mental.
Who can we do next? Like,
I don't know.
do you know how many singers? Like, what about that? The girl one you were on about.
Let me think. I already know who we're going for next.
Hey,
How does Tate McRae sound?
Tate McRae. Who's Tate McRae?
Let's get an interview with her about
Oh, is that singing you're on about like yesterday? That you were singing that song. What's the song you were singing again?
that. Poker Face.
Poker Face.
Yeah, by Tate McRae.
Right. Okay.
Do you want to do her?
Do I want? No, I'm fine.
Tate McRae's next.
Okay, fine. Don't know who she is, man.
Right, Tate McRae. You heard it here first. Hope you enjoyed the video. Brian, if you're watching this, namaste, we love you. And Brian, fuck's sake, Fraser, if you're watching this, we love you, namaste. And Tate McRae, you're next, bitch.